Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm your host D-Day, bringing you some more Technopolis 2. I'm just kidding, it's Technopolis 2 Skyblock. So what we left off on last time was we made the bottling machine and we made our assembler, and I was being greedy. I want the assembler to make our treated wood, our glass bottles, and our oak planks. So let me go ahead and refill this guy. It should start making the planks that'll go up, the bottles that will go this direction into the hopper, which will fill up all of our lava bottles. So we have this semi-automated for right now. I was goofing around with fluid pipes and levers and fluid hoppers, so I might change my mind and move all of this back one spot. That way the rail will go over the moderator blocks and the pipe and hopper will line up with the moderator blocks on this side. And then I might change everything around so that the rail will input on this side if it wants to, and it will output, so it'll pull from the machine on this side. So it'll go over the moderator blocks on this way. It is more work, but I want it to look good. I want to use the mod and I want it to look good. I know that we could just skip over all of this and get straight into the other mods, which are a lot more streamlined, but I want to use little logistics for what little bit we are using it for. So today, what we're going to be doing, last time we finished the advanced tech, we are now in elite tech. That is pretty awesome. We're going to be unlocking silver and gold and setting up these two miners. And since this should be really quick, let's also go into advanced research and unlock simple storage, because I'm pretty sure this mod, simple storage, is what I'm going to use for, I would say, the vast majority of the rest of the pack, because I remember this mod from Sky Factory 4 and I absolutely loved using this mod. So we'll unlock simple storage. For that, we need steel and advanced technium. We have advanced technium now, so let's go ahead and grab our steel that we have over here. It is pumping through. It is now done. Okay, so we need 4 steel blocks. And also, while I'm here, let's grab this constant tan that I have to do manually, because you can't automate the alloy kiln. I'm looking forward to thermal, because then we can set up a bunch of automation for these alloys. We're going to grab 4 of the constant tan as well, because I am already predicting that we're going to need those for crafting towards the next mod that I want to do after simple storage. So let's see, we need 4 for simple storage, right? Simple storage, there we go. We'll use that and we'll unlock it. Submit. How many tech bucks do we have? We have 24. Do we have more than that though? We have 7 more. Okay. So we unlocked the simple storage. I also want to do the time in a bottle. Wow. Okay. So we need 8 in total of that one. So let's see. We'll do another 7 here. And we'll put those over here. And we'll do 8 here. There we go. All right. So blank paper surrounded by 8 is the time in a bottle. Okay, does this one also require it? Wow, 48. That is very expensive. Okay, so we need to make some more. Wow, that is, we need 41. That's a lot. Does, let's check before we do that. Let's make sure that silver and gold. Okay, silver and gold does not require tech bucks. So let's go ahead and make all 56. All right. And let's go ahead and let's see. 41. Oof. That's a big chunk. Wow. That is a big chunk of what I had ready for us. Okay. Advanced research, time in a bottle. Oh, I didn't make them yet. I need to grab the bronze. Okay. Let's just grab a whole bunch of bronze. And here we go. 15. No! What am I doing? I need regular basic technium, not advanced technium. Ah, I'm a doofus. Let's see. Can I hover over this and hit R? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, so we reset the machine. So we needed, what, 60? I don't know. Let's just go ahead and do the entire stack. We need 41 of these guys. So let's go ahead. Okay, now I need to do some more bronze. 1, 2, 3, and 1. 1, 2, 3, and where is it? 1. And there we go. That should be the 41. Okay, 41. There we go. And we can drop off the extra that I ended up making. So now we have the 41. I guess we're set for advanced technium right now. So we can make the time in a bottle with another 32. What's the recipe for it? That is very expensive. Time in a bottle. Oh, diamonds. So we're not going to be able to make it until we make another 32 of the tech bucks, or we make gold and diamond miners, which, let's see, how far away are the diamonds? Silver and gold, thermal, crystal, elite, diamond. Wow, that is actually pretty far away. So let's go ahead and just buy it for right now. All right, 32, and we can drop off this bronze, and let's see, we should be able to, there we go. Now we have our time in a bottle, and it can start gathering the time so we can speed up our machines when we need it. This guy, you're going to see episode to episode, since I AFK my world, this thing is going to get a lot of time on it. I abuse this feature so hard, it's not even funny. So we have time in a bottle, we have the simple storage. We do need to unlock the gold and silver, so that's what we needed the Constantan for, and we have more than enough advanced technium now. So let's go ahead and we can get gold and silver going, and we can go towards that epic achievement sound that I love so much. We need gold and we need silver, so let me set up the prospector's pick. We're going to disable everything except for, what is this, nickel. We're going to disable nickel and disable coal. I'm pretty sure all of this is still disabled. Disable copper and tin, iron and aluminum, silver and gold. Enable. Okay. So let's do our funny little dance where we come up here and grab our 3 stacks, and we can set up with our wand, of course. We're going to do the wand. We'll set up a little bit easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4. There we go. And that should be, yep, that's 1 stack. Good thing I did my simple math. All right. And, booyah. Love it. We have what we need. And of course, gold and silver. Booyah. 2 stacks. That's all we need. The rest we can put together, and we can turn that into gold ore that will smelt. But these are the 2 stacks that we need to go ahead and set up our miners. Let's see, quest-wise, what does it want us to do next? It wants us to get gold and silver in ingot form, and then alloy it into electrum, and then upgrade to tier 6. That is going to be super duper easy. So what I wanted to do is, I have 2 miner, or I have 1 miner slot over here still ready. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to decommission the clay, at least for right now. And we're going to turn both of these guys into the gold and the silver that we need. And what I'm going to do, put these guys down, run a conveyor belt this way so that it attaches. So I'm going to have to move this chest first. This guy is in the way now. Can I? There we go. All right. I'm going to put it here real quick. So we need silver. Boop, 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 swoopity whoop. Okay. And then, of course, up. That's our silver and our gold. And I need to make a new miner. I forgot to make a miner. Okay. And whoop, whoop, whoop. 1 miner, and a bunch of conveyor belts. All right, so we're going to put down a miner here, and we're going to lay our conveyor belt this direction now. So we'll go this way, and then can I click on this? Because I think, no, I have it on me. Boop, boop, boop. We will run it this direction. And up, like so. Boop, boop, boop. And this way, and now it should be connected. Yep, and we have the gold and silver running through this guy now, and of course it's going to get stuck, so let's go ahead and repurpose the Constantan and the Invar. Okay, so we'll lock these two and make sure that they go in. So we'll put the alloys in here for right now. Invar, there we go. The ores, all right, conveyors. And what I did is the extra ore that we had, tossed it in here. We have gold, we have silver, we have 2 ores. So let's go ahead. Is it, I believe it's a 1-for-1. Is it not a 1-for-1? Oh, does this have to be done inside the kiln as well? Okay, so we're going to have to put it in the kiln for right now because we have to unlock thermal to get our automatic alloying. So silver and gold. And now that they're attached to the conveyor belt, we definitely need void upgrades for these two as well. They are locked. So now I can do this and drop off these two guys. All right, let's go ahead and set this to alloy some of our first electrum. And then, let's see, let me finish, let this guy finish real quick. There we go. All right, silver, gold, and Constantan. So we'll let this guy run. And we need to set up the drawer with 2 void upgrades. Do I have 2? And I have 8. I need 8 more. So let's go ahead and do our silly little dance. I really should set this thing up closer. That I've been meaning to do that, but I've been lazy. Do I have? Yeah, I have it sitting in here right now. I have been lazy. I need to move this closer to our actual lava, because this is how I've been doing the 8 for our whatchamacallit, for our void upgrades. I've been walking 8 buckets, these 8 buckets of lava all the way over here, and I really should just move it closer. It's so silly that I have it so far away. Because I'm really looking forward getting closer towards the obsidian miner. I really would like an obsidian miner, because this is getting tiresome. And I guess now I don't need 8 buckets anymore. I can just use the same bucket. And let's see, as long as it's just as fast, right? 3, 4, 5. Come on, buddy. 5. Can I do... Oh, I don't need to do the actual... I can just tag the side. I thought I had to tag the drain at the bottom. And there we go. That's 8. And what I need to do is also need to set an infinite water source. Or it doesn't even have to be an infinite water source. Do I have any building blocks here that I could use? I'll do this for just right now. It doesn't even need to be an infinite water source. It just needs to be a water source that I can pick up and put back down. So, like this. And then I can just leave it here, like that. All right. So this is how I'm going to do it quicker from now on. Oh, man. But, yeah, I cannot wait until we get an obsidian miner going. So hover over with R for recipe. We need diamond. We need tier 7 to be able to do this. So let's see, what's tier 6 is. Okay, it's going to be our gold, which I'm looking forward to. We just need to make that and we can get our epic achievement. What's great is we're running out of cooked salmon. So this is the first time I've checked the steamboat. Where is it? It is all the way back there. Let's see. It has been fishing for maybe 2 weeks now. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe it's 1 week. But let's see. It's been going around in a circle. The only thing it's been doing is it's been getting coal to keep driving. So let's see. Full stack. Wow. Okay. Let me grab that stack of salmon. It's like every single one of these barge has a whole bunch of fish in it. Very nice. That's very cool. Let's see. Yep, that's a lot of fish. Wonderful. So now we have some raw salmon. We can cook that up, and we have another stack of cooked salmon that we'll be able to nom nom on. There we go, cooked salmon, and we have a new stack of food. Perfect. And I'm just going to let this guy keep running. We need the gold. Very cool. And we need obsidian, of course. There we go. We can make our 2 void upgrades that we needed for the gold and for the silver for right now. All right, do we have any sticks on us? Let's grab some sticks so that we can get the chapter done. And then we can work on simple storage, because this chapter is super duper fast. It is going to be this simple. Use, or actually I put the bookmark up here. Let's go ahead and just make 12. There we go. Chapter complete, silver and gold. We have electrum, gold, and silver, and now tier 6 support frames going. So let me go ahead and set up all of the bookmarks that we're going to need. All right, so let's go ahead and grab us some stone from our disconnected stone miner. And let's see, we can reverse engineer all of this cobblestone. That's a lot, yeah. So super annoying things to make, like pistons and droppers. I'm going to just mass click them and make entire stacks of them. So what we need is, let's go 1 stack of these guys. And there we go. Let's go ahead and make 64 pistons. And then what is the other item? It's the dropper. 32 droppers. Okay. So we're good on droppers and pistons for right now. We also need slabs. And do we used up all of the iron that was in our inventory. Let's grab some iron, and then we should be able to make everything unless I forgot one of the items. Iron. We're going to need the storage network route. This will be the core. Use only 1 per network. We need network cables. Technium. Let's go ahead and make some network cables. And we use our advanced technium ingot and 4 steel gears. We have our storage route. And we need to make a storage request table, which is a storage inventory turned into a crafting station. We need iron nuggets. So let's go ahead and reverse engineer one of these guys real quick. Let's go storage inventory. And aluminum and crafting tables, we have this. These are the 2 items that are required for this mod to work. And I do enjoy putting them on top of each other. So we just need 1 spot, I would say, that is a centralized spot for this crafting grid. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. This is a good spot right here. So what we'll do is we'll put it there, and we'll put the storage request on top. And it does not have inventory right now. So what we need to do is we need to make a whole bunch of network cables and turn some of them into filtered link cables so we can access inventories. And we're also going to use export cables to automatically move items where we want it. So we'll do some filtered link cables. And that is going to require a bunch of network cables. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. What are we missing? Iron, stone slabs. It's probably because we don't have a connected inventory. There we go. Shift click. We have a bunch of network cables now. And let's turn some of them into filtered link cables. And this is going to be kind of the tricky part, because I need to put a filtered link cable on every drawer controller that we have, and then run the cables to the root so that we can access everything from the storage request. So the nervous thing, I'm going to use the quadricopter here to try and sneak under the base. Let's see if I can pull this off. I know I have to go pretty far out of my way to accidentally hit the R button And even if I do that, it's not the end of the world. We have Forgiving Void, but still, this makes me so nervous to fly under this thing. All right, what is this? This is our basic auto crafting table. Where am I? Okay, so I need to go towards the dirt. This is where I put it. I put it down here. There it is. And we need some kind of a light source, I would say. Maybe, I'll try and figure it out. What we need to do here is going to be our cable. And then this cable is going to run in every direction. Let me see, where's the front of this thing? We're going to move in every direction towards an inventory like a storage drawer. And we're going to put one of these filtered link cables on the storage drawer so it has access to it. Like this guy here. So let's go ahead and put a filtered link. I guess I could put it on the bottom so that it's completely hidden. And then we need to run regular network cable down. And will you not? Oh, because it's a slab. I keep forgetting. I really should not be working with slabs anymore because I can't put torches on slabs. And man, when the cobblestone generator kicks into gear, just make everything out of cobble. Don't make everything out of slabs. It's just a pain. So we'll run the filtered link from this drawer controller down. And then let me see. We have a storage controller over there for our tree farm. We're going to connect that one next. All right, so we got this guy here. Let's see. Can I? Yeah, I can run it this way. So we'll put it here and then down. Okay. So I'll use the quadricopter to attach that guy as well. And then here on the other side should be a little bit easier. Do we have access? Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea where the storage drawer is from down here. I'm going to have to poke a hole through and see. Okay, that's where the storage drawer is going to be. So we'll put a filtered link here, and then we can also run it down this way. And there. Okay. Now these three inventories are the main inventories that we need to attach. And then we should have access to all of that just by simply clicking on the storage request table. And we should be able to, there we go. That is the tree farm. And let's see, it is nighttime. Let's go ahead and fly our quadricopter back over. We have the tree farm hooked up. We have this side of the miners and this side of the miners hooked up. And now we should be able to access everything from this guy right here. And yeah, there it is. Beautiful. We got everything. We got our fish. We got our gold. We have our lapis. Everything is at 2K. And some of them is at 4K because we have 2 drawers worth. So this guy is the one that I was using before we set up the tree farm over there. So some of it is kind of redundant, but we can also set up these drawers here. Yeah. So these drawers that we're using just for random bits, we can upgrade those while we're at it. Let's see, what was the mod again? The iron chests mod. Let's go ahead and upgrade wood to iron. That's easy. And then what's the next one? It's iron, copper to iron, gold to diamond, iron to gold, wood to copper, copper to iron. So why don't we just go wood to iron? So the only thing that I'm really worried about now is I went ahead and I reattached the sand to the one side. We have 64 jumbo furnaces. It can smelt 64 items at the same time. And I thought because we don't have more than 9 miners going on right now that it would never fill up the 9 slots that are right here. But sometimes ores don't stack. Like I saw 2 stacks of silver at one point. Like sometimes they don't stack, which is weird. And I'm worried because they don't stack every time that this thing might overflow. But that's something we're going to have to look for in the future. to see if stuff starts getting stuck on top of the dropping conveyor, like that sand that's right there. I think we might have to do something like this and put it back so that it doesn't throw it forward and it gets stuck. So we might have to do this, and I might have to babysit this thing at some point to see if it can keep up, because that's the most important part, is keeping up. Oh, and yeah, so right here we have the coal feeding into the coke oven, which has stalled because the creosote oil has stalled, and the train no longer picks it up because we don't need it right now. The immersive tank is full, and the assembler does not need to make anything. So what I did is behind it, I put a fluid trash can, and now whenever I don't need it, I just turn it around, and it will dump everything through the hopper into the fluid trash can. And whenever I need it again, I use the hammer to turn it back around. So as long as it's pointed into the fluid trash can, this thing will not make creosote oil, but it will keep burning coal, and it will infinitely turn it into coal coke this way. So what happened over here? Why did my train stall? I know I turned it around to start filling in the tank again, but why would that make it stop? I thought a train will only stop if it has a redstone signal. So let's see, let's turn this guy back around. Maybe it's trying to fill up and it can't. That's very weird. I would think because there's no connection, it would just drive by it. So we have this guy set back up. We don't have any of the glass bottles going through right now, because if we infinitely make these glass bottles, this drawer will just keep spitting them out. So what I'm thinking is, instead of having them come out now, we need to set a new item, which would be the export cable. We need to set this guy up for the bottling machine. So let's go ahead and make an export cable. And here what we can do is we can set the export cable to touch the hopper here. So let's do that, and that is the void, okay? Oh no, I need it right here. It needs to attach this guy. So before I mine this guy up, I'm gonna go under it with the quadricopter. I'm gonna use network cable to plug it into the system. So what I wanna do here, do I have any? I don't have any glass bottles right now to set up. So let's go ahead and get that going. 1, 2, 3, I don't need to go crazy. I just want 3. And then what we can do is we can set that filter to have these guys go in. There we go. And then of course we can add stock upgrades and then select how much we want. But that isn't really necessary right now. We just want the glass bottles that we make to be sent to this inventory, and it will stop making glass bottles when this inventory is full. It won't overflow like the exporter immersive engineering setup would be. All right, and I'm kind of curious if we can do 2 inventories with 1 of these tags. I'm going to check this out and see if this works. If not, we're going to have to put another filter. No, yeah. It only attaches to one side. Unless... oh, no. Let's see. I don't want to lose this guy. Unless I put it down afterwards. Let's see if it lets me attach to both. No, it lets me only attach to one. So we'll do another one down here. All right. That one will be attached. And then we should be able to just run the pipe down and attach all of these inventories to each other. There we go. Filtered link cable for the treated wood, for the glass bottles, and for the oak planks. So I need to change this guy. Oak planks is now going downwards. And then we can change this machine to set to recursive now. We're going to attach an export cable now for, let's see, for oak, for glass, and for planks. So what do we need for a stock upgrade? Redstone, network, and chest. We actually have that in our inventory. let's go ahead and make one stock upgrade. We have an export cable we'll attach here, and then the pipe will go down this way. Alrighty, and then what we'll do is I want this hopper to have exactly what I send it, which will be the glass, the oak, and the planks. Okay, so oak for planks, and then the planks will be sent back for the treated wood, and then we also need glass, which is infinitely created with smelting the sand from the sand miner, and this is from the tree farm, so this should be exactly what I want in this inventory. We'll take that one out. We have glass bottles set on this guy. Yep, 3 at a time. Okay, and now we just need to hook up the pipes to our system, and it should automatically start working. We'll go this way. This guy needs to be hooked up. Over here. Ah, where am I? Come on, quadricopter. No! Where's the front? There's the front. Turn the front and go forward. Okay. Lost control of that guy for a second. We do need to get this guy over here. Turn the front, go this way. Okay. So now all of these guys are connected. The filtered inputs to the drawers, the 2 exports, and then we need to run it towards the cable that you can see in the sunset. There we go. We are attached. And what's the quickest way to get back up top? Because I'm curious to see how fast it will send those items. Let's see up here. And let's go ahead and land. Whoops. Okay, perfect. Let's see, will it start? Yep, it's sending. It wants... I want it to only send a stack. That's the thing. It is recursively making the treated wood first, which I have a feeling it will also fill in the inventory here. There we go, before filling in this inventory here. Cool, it is not sending the glass though. Is it because the glass is being immediately turned into... No, not yet. It is also sending more than the 64 that I wanted. Yeah, it's sending more than 64, even though I have it set. Keep a consistent stock of items in the attached inventory. I only want 64, guy. Oh, okay. It's trying to keep 64 in the hopper, and the hopper is going to just keep putting it in here, so it can't be a hopper. We can't do this. We can't do the hopper. We'll have to move this cable directly onto the assembler. And good, it feeds in there. That's the only thing that I was worried about. So let's go ahead and reset this guy now with the stock upgrade. We need oak, we need planks, and we need glass. It is still sending more than 64. All right, so I turned off the logs and the planks. It is sending the sand, or by sand I mean it is sending the glass. It is making glass bottles. This inventory is registered because it's sending the glass bottles to the item hopper where it needs to go. Okay, so one good thing, this guy ran out of lava, so it has stopped filling this one item through the export cable, and it is starting to build up inside the locked drawer. So when this one is done, it'll just stop making the glass. But the same problem is as soon as that drawer is full, it will fill this guy up with glass. So I have tried setting the stock on this guy. I even tested it over here. So I did the stock upgrade, the 3 items I want 64 of, and it does work on stuff like the chest. So it's registering this inventory. It is not registering the inventory of the assembler. So I'm pretty sure as soon as this is full, or as soon as this drawer here is full, the assembler is going to fill itself up on glass for the remaining spots. which is kind of a bummer because every so often it blinks an empty spot. So I'm pretty sure even if we put planks, logs, and glass in as placeholders, sometimes it will blink an empty spot, and when that empty spot is up, it might drop in another log. So we can't, if only we could lock the inventory in here. I turned recursive off so that it wouldn't hold onto the planks. It was sending planks down as well, so treated wood and planks are done. The only other thing I could think of is setting a chest like this for 1 stack of each item, having the train pick that up, and when it drops off, it'll drop off one of each of those stacks into the unit. But it'll be the same thing where when it has an empty slot, it might drop in one of the other items that the train is dropping off into that slot. So it's still not going to lock the slots. And of course, if we do any kind of hoppering out of this guy, it's the same problem as putting it straight into the hopper. Other than that, the only thing I can think of is putting void upgrades in, giving the train these guys to run around in a train track. And the void upgrades will make it so that this inventory is always empty. But I am not sure if our creosote can keep up with that. If we're constantly making and voiding treated wood planks, I don't know if when this guy blocks up with the coal coke, which it's done now, so when this fills up with coal coke, it will stop making creosote oil. So to make that problem even worse, we would have to have a coke oven set for trash can to make the coal coke, so that it doesn't stop working when the tank for the creosote is full. And then another one that voids the coal coke and just makes the creosote for this unit to function. That is the problem, and it seems like a very convoluted problem. The easiest fix, of course, is to not do 3 crafts and just do treated wood planks. We can do that, which we probably will. But the bummer is that it makes the assembler useless. The assembler can make 3 items at a time. It makes the assembler useless, and we will have to go back to the auto crafting table, the basic crafting table, for all of our 3x3 auto crafting needs. So one thing I can do before I finagle this problem, because I'm planning on moving this thing around, I'm very fickle. So at first I really liked having the fluid absorbers out of sight and having these guys on top. I have changed my mind, so I'm going to move all of this around again, which when I move it around, I'll set up the system that I was thinking of where the train will bring a stack of each of these items and see if I can get that to work. But before I do that, we can set up this guy here to autocraft the steel for us. So let's see, what would be the easiest way? We need it to go into the hopper right here. So that hopper, and then we need it to come down this way. And I'm foreseeing the same problem that's going to happen with this export cable and this hopper. So maybe we're going to actually have to attach that export cable to the top of the unit like this and hope that it goes inside. That's going to be the hard part. So we need to make another one of those storage crafting upgrades right here, and then see if we can send, because we're not going to compact this guy this time. We can't do the blocks. We'll have to do a stack of coal coke this way, and we're going to have to get rid of this guy, move that to the side, and we're going to have to go back to doing ingots like that. Okay, so this guy will have to be taken out. We need a stack of iron, and we need a stack of coal coke. All right. we are going to put in our crafting upgrade. We're going to do iron, and we're going to do coal coke like this. And we're going to hope that it will register that, because if it can register this, then we can attach the filtered link cable here and also run cable down and attach this way as well. So we'll do that and attach it and see if the filtered link cable or the export cable, if it can register the inventory of the advanced blast furnace directly. All right, so that's the steel. And then this is the import for the iron and for the coal coke. Of course, it's not reaching. There we go. And then we can run it this way to be able to attach to the existing network. Let's go this. And then let's go upstairs and see if it's up and running. And let's see how this guy is doing. It has iron. Yes. Okay, cool. It has iron. It has coal coke. It does directly attach to this guy. And unfortunately, the export cable also blocks off the particle effect from the smoke. But a stack of iron and a stack of coal coke. And we might not even need to do this stock upgrade. We just need it to fill it with iron and with coal coke. It is up and running. And then let me land this guy real quick. And it will start making us regular ingots. So 320. Come on. Let's go 9. There we go. And we should have access to that, the steel now. So we have steel, at least we have steel automated so far. That will stop at some point. We have a lot of steel, so let's go ahead and break some of this stuff down so that we're not using up all of our iron. Okay, I went ahead and I filled the entire drawer as fast as possible. We don't need a void upgrade on the steel. We just need it to get stuck. That's fine by me. We have an overabundance of steel now. Steel is not a problem. And we do have it on autocraft. So whenever we pull out of the inventory, it will start this machine back up. So coal coke is being fed here for the steel. The iron is being fed here. This will get stuck. That's perfect. Then the iron and the coal coke will get backed up over there. And since we have infinite supply of iron coming, the iron has the void upgrade and the coal coke does not, because we don't want to burn more coal than we need. The coal will have the void upgrade. So iron infinite with the void, coal infinite with the void. Coal gets turned into coal coke. The iron and the coal coke gets sent here to make steel. And when the steel is full, this will all back up. And the only resources that will get voided are the ones we're getting infinitely. I like that a lot. And of course, we have all of these blocks of steel. We have more steel than we need. That's the cold, hard truth. This issue is bothering me. So I'm going to take a good chunk of time to redo this part of the base into something that I find more enjoyable. And I'm going to set up the machines in a better way because I don't like the way this looked. The way it looked before was all right with the conveyor belts and stuff, but still I want these guys to have dedicated spots. So I'm very fickle. Stuff is going to move until I go, yes, that is exactly where I want that to be for the rest of the mod pack. So this is going to take a while. All right, guys, I have gotten it to work after a lot of hours. And one of the problems I found out while paying attention to our system, the resources we were running out, is we were running out of coal. So I was curious as to why we were getting so much of the other resources, see, like 5 silver, 5 gold, before the one cycle is complete for 1 coal. I was wondering, where is the coal? I found out that there's too many items on the conveyor belt right now. That is our problem. There's so many items coming down the conveyor belt that when it gets to this point, there's no space for the coal to be popped up. Well, sometimes, but not as often as it should. So I switched the sand and the coal miner because we are making too much sand right now. It's smelting every piece of sand into glass, and it's wasting our coal. So we're not generating it, and we're wasting it. So I switched them, solved the problem. Now we have no shortage of coal coming through because it's the first on the conveyor belt. And sand only sometimes pops out and makes glass, which actually solves our problem. As you can see, coal is on the conveyor belt, but sand doesn't pop out very often. Only sometimes when there's a goofy little spot for sand to pop out, which is perfect. Also, I built a second floor. What do you guys think? Do you like it? And I extended the train track to go up to the second floor and wrap around to be symmetrical. I know this is a longer distance for the train to travel, but let me show you what I have set up so far. I have gotten it to work. I also raised the fluid miner because I do want to see it, and I died in the process. So we have another dust stone to hang up. I need to move that one to the center again because now it's over here and I can't get rid of it. It is still not a waypoint. So now we have it over here because I died in the lava. But I wanted to set this up so we can see this guy here, and then also have the fluid tank up top. So this one is set up differently. It has a fluid pipe with a lever and a hopper where the fluid gets picked up over here. And of course, this is our temporary setup that I have to make void upgrades. I cannot wait till we can make automated obsidian. I really can't. That is one of the most frustrating things to do, is mine it all up. So as you can see, the train is doing its rounds. I will try and run with the train real quick so you can see how I set this up. It is still going down here to get the coal, which it needs, right here to fuel the locomotive. And then what I did is I have it running into a rapid hopper, because the rapid hopper will take an exact amount from the export cable. And I've finagled this number to a point where the items are moving just enough for everything to keep working, but not enough for any of these resources to actually run out. So 2 crafts of wood, 8 planks for 1 craft of the treated wood, 3 glass for 1 craft of the glass bottles. And that gets put in the train here. So the train fills up on fuel so it can run. It fills up on these items. It heads through this way, which is still part of our old train track. It comes here and it picks up creosote oil. So when the creosote oil comes out, it starts burning coal again, turning it into our coal coke. And I put a void upgrade in here so that the machine doesn't stop when it fills up with coal coke. So there's a void upgrade for coal coke. We are generating enough coal for everything to run at the same time. And it takes just enough fluid for it to keep burning. So the fluid is moving, the coal coke is moving. It takes the fluid and the items up here, the second floor now, picks up some lava, and it heads all the way down there. So completely symmetrical. It goes back down, and it goes around the same way in front of both of the units. Goes all the way around. It doesn't dip underneath, it just goes straight across. But now it heads this way. Goes up a level, goes up a level. And it dumps the items and the lava, or actually the creosote, into this machine. So it makes non-recursive, it makes some planks, it makes some glass. So it makes 8 planks, it makes 3 glass, and it gets 8 planks with creosote to make 8 treated wood, which all come out here. This drawer is at 0, it doesn't need a void upgrade. The planks get voided, the treated wood gets voided, so now coal coke and treated wood are fully automated. And it is pretty janky back here. This is the best way I can make it work, because the fluid has to go in the bottom and the items have to go directly above it, which that's why unfortunately, this guy needs to be raised up so high. The item input is on the second level, and of course that means the third level has to be the train. So this is unfortunate. I did item, item, item. Fluid, 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 fluid. That's the way I wrapped it around, and originally I had it over here, but I kept looking at it and it was driving me crazy. I kept seeing it from here. It did not look good. I didn't like it. And see, the train already did another round. It makes 1 craft of treated wood, 1 craft of glass bottles, 2 crafts of oak planks, so we get our 8 planks back for the next round. So we don't run out of oak planks in the long run. These bottles immediately get sent here, or else this machine will get stuck here. We did have to set a void upgrade in here. We have infinite bottles from glass, from sand, and we have infinite lava now. So this isn't a problem. This drawer fills up. If we don't put a void upgrade in, it doesn't simply just stop. It starts spewing the glass bottles out over here. So a void upgrade has to go in here. The little bit of lava that gets dropped off, it tops off the machine because it's already full. As soon as the glass bottles are made in here, the 1 craft of glass bottles, they immediately get sent. So before the train even leaves that station to come here, it's already making the glass bottles. So let's check that out. That's perfect timing. Right here, it drops off the glass. Yep, and it makes the glass bottles. And now it tops off the lava. Nice. And it keeps going. And of course, I set up vines so that I could actually climb up here. This is a pain, and then a falling into the water. I put vines back here so that we could climb back up. But we have lava, creosote, we have treated wood, coal coke, we have all of the good stuff. All of it on autocraft now, infinite supply, fully automated now. The time it takes for the train to go all the way around the entire loop is enough time to drop off the materials and for our miners to redo also the tree absorbers for the wood, for all of the infinite resources to trickle back in. So even though the train takes such a long time to go around, all we need is the creosote oil and the coal coke to move just a little bit, and that will make it so that it's fully automated. I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. We have, of course, all of the electrum coming in now. I'm going to manually do this because I'm really looking forward to thermal as the next chapter. We couldn't set steel to automatically autocraft because we make steel faster than we get iron. That is the problem. So I went ahead and I turned this off. We will automate the steel later when we have faster iron. But this is pretty nice. I'm happy with it. What do you guys think? Tell me honestly what you guys think. And we can finish off the episode with, of course, another death stone. We can put this guy right here to match the other two on the other machines. And I completely forgot to show you guys that the storage request table is over here now. We have basic technium set here. We have elite technium set here. And then we have the wood to iron, iron to gold chest upgrades set. All 6 of these guys are kind of like the poor man's ME drives, if you think about it. We have them all in here. We have a buffer. We have access to all of our storage drawers. And one thing I want to do before we leave is I do want to make this book. And it will unlock the next chapter, which is thermal. And I'm not going to do anything but unlock it. We need some of our electrum for this. So let's go ahead and set this guy up. We need 4 blocks of electrum. And we can do this. So I'm not going to do anything but submit the book and open the chapter, because now we should be able to add thermal. There we go. So thermal will be next episode, and I wanted to unlock the book so that I can start looking at the recipes. Of course, we're going to have flux duct coming in. We're going to have the pulverizers. Oh, we need flint. And of course, we're going to need the press for plates and gears. And of course, we're going to be able to use the blast chiller to get obsidian, magma crucible for signalium. I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait. And of course, the induction smelter is going to be what we use from now on to be able to make all of our ingots. Nice. And of course, we're also going to be able to make all of our alloys now with the induction smelter. So we won't have to manually place stuff into the alloy kiln anymore. I'm so excited for this.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Smash like to show your appreciation and consider leaving a boom in the comments section below. Also, click on my dude here to subscribe for more Let's Plays. Ooh.